everyone, Miss Flores here. Um, so today we are going to be doing a virtual lab, and I'm here to kind of walk you through it just in case you are having trouble reading the procedure. Now, a few things that I want to let you know first before we get into this. Number one, if you do not have Adobe Flash Player on any of your browsers or you're having trouble opening it, I will give you an alternate assignment so you are not penalized for not doing this virtual lab. Number two, the virtual lab does not work on Google Chrome. So you either have to use Firefox, Safari, Internet Explorer, or another browser. For some reason, Adobe does not work on Chrome anymore. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so this is the Gravity on Other Planets virtual lab. It is a Glencoe lab. And now if you take a look at the procedure, it is extremely long. Do not fret. This doesn't mean that it's going to take you a long time to do it. I literally just wrote down every single instruction that you could possibly need to do this lab. Like I really went in and I wrote everything down to which buttons you click, down to clicking the reset button, everything. So just read through it, but we are going to demo it. Down here is what you really need to worry about. This is the data table and 2 questions. So you could answer these 2 questions on your own after you complete the lab. This data table is what you're really going to be working with. So here we have 6 trials. So you're going to be doing this little lab thing 6 times. It's really not that big of a deal. It'll go really quick. So the location you're going to have to write, and the location is just one of the planets. I believe they have Pluto in there, so it's one of the 9 planets. The acceleration is the gravity. The object is an object you're going to choose from a bunch of objects. The mass of the object, which is in kg, and then you need to calculate the force. So we're going to go over to the actual virtual lab, which is right here. Notice I'm on Firefox. So here we have 2 different simulators essentially, and they are going to be simulating dropping an item on different various planets. Okay, now I'm actually going to lower the volume just so it's not super loud. Okay, so your location for your first trial is going to be, let's say, Mercury. You could choose any of these, okay? Let's say it's Mercury. We'll do Mercury over here too. Okay, so we have Mercury on both of the simulators. The acceleration is 3.72 meters per second. So you are going to go over to your data sheet and you're going to put Mercury, 3.72? Yes, 3.72 meters per second, 3.72 meters per second. Okay, so you're already, a good chunk of the way in. Then you're going to choose 2 separate objects. So you have a chair, a tomato, a shoe, flower, barbell, a bunch of different ones. So let's choose a piano for here. And over here, let's choose something smaller, like a shoe. Okay. So then you're going to go back to your data sheet. Here you're going to put piano, and here you're going to put shoe. And then you're going to type in the kilograms. So for the piano, it's 181.60. And for the shoe, it is 3.7. Oh wait, no. For the shoe, it's 0.45. Okay. So we are going to drop these items now, and I want you to look at what happens. did they fall at the same rate? Did they fall at a different rate? So you guys are going to calculate the force of, or essentially the weight of the items by multiplying the mass times the acceleration, and you will be putting the force here. Okay? Then you are going to do something similar, but you are going to do a different location. So let's say we're going to pick Earth and Jupiter. So we'll go back here, pick Earth and Jupiter. And we have 9.8, which you guys know is the gravity constant, and 24.79. Okay. So now I want you to choose the same object, the same exact object for both. So you can see the difference between the gravitational pull on Earth and the gravitational pull on Jupiter. So we'll do a TV here, and we will do a TV here. Now I want you to watch what happens. What do you think is going to happen? All right. So you're going to do that twice more. Put a TV. You'll put in the mass, oops, and mass, and then you will calculate here. Then you're just going to do it two more times. It doesn't matter what you put there. I just want to make sure that you do one where the location is the same and one where the object is the same, and then the other two, it doesn't matter. And then you're going to describe what happens when identical objects are dropped on different planets, and then you're going to tell me what is weight and what is mass. Now, these procedures tell you exactly what you need to do, but my explanation should be sufficient. If you cannot get this to load for some reason, I don't know if it's going to work on a phone, I will give you guys something else to do. Okay? If you have any questions at all, please let me know, and have a good one.